Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make this side knot bag. So if this is something you'd like to see, please stay tuned to the channel and let's go straight into the tutorial of the day. So if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. I love you. God bless you. And if you're just tuning into the channel for the very first time, please do well to click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post in new tutorials, because on this channel I teach bag making tutorials, and if bag making is something you love to do, then this channel is for you. So having said all that, I am using an A4 paper for my pattern drafting here, and the width of the bag is the width of the A4 paper. So I think A4 paper is around 11.5 inches to 12 inches. Then the length is when you join three A4 paper together, and I think I got 23 inches and a half. All right, so that is the length of the bag and the width of the bag. Because the handle is attached to the bag, we have to cut it once. Okay, so the first thing you're going to be removing is the body of the bag. So I am removing the body at 9 inches. Okay, so I'm removing the body at 9 inches. Now the next thing you're going to go ahead and remove is the curve of your zipper, because the curve of the zipper is attached to the handle. So you need to make a demarcation and a separation so that when you are putting your zipper, you would not go over or under. All right, so I am using 4 inches from the 9 inches that I measured. Okay, so from the open end I am going to be going out by 3 inches, from no 2 inches or 2.5 inches from the 9 inches to the 4 inches. Then the remaining inches that is left, I am going out by 3.5 inches. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and connect the lines like this. Okay, from the 9 inches to the 4 inches, the measurement I have is 2.5 inches, while from that 4 inches to the remaining fabric, the measurement I removed is 3.5 inches. All right, now what I'm doing right here is I went ahead and used a curve, it just a plate or some, just give it a bottom curve like this. Then I'm now going to go ahead and curve this other side where the zipper is going to be passing. I'll curve it like this. So you can use your free hand to just give it a slant curve so that it will come out well. So this is just me using my hand to just give it a curve. Okay, now the next thing you're going to go ahead and do is to just use your free hand to just connect these other lines. The reason why you're connecting is because you don't want it to come out square. All right, you don't want it to come out square, so you just use your free hand to just give it a curve, not a curve, you just connect it slightly. All right, now the next thing you're going to go ahead and do is from the other open end, you are going to be making a half inches slant. You're going to be making a half inches slant from the top to where your 9 inches stops rather. So you make your half inches slant from the top all the way down. I made a mistake here, but I later make the correction off camera. So when you're doing yours, make sure you're making the slants all the way to the 9 inches. Okay, so if you notice the way I'm cutting it all the way to the 9 inches like this. So that's how you're going to make your own slant. Okay, now you will now go ahead and start cutting out your pattern. All right, so you go ahead and go out and cut your pattern. So after you cut out your pattern, you go ahead and draft it out on your leather or any fabric that you are using. Now I do not recommend you using a, what's it called, a two-faced leather for this project. The reason is because you're going to be sewing it and turning it inside out, and two-faced leather are very very thick, so I don't recommend you using a two-faced leather for it. And in case you are using a light fabric, maybe an ankara fabric or any fabric of such, I would advise you use a warding, not a gum stay. Gum stay are stiff, while warding are are soft. All right, so I would advise you use a warden, not a gum stay. But if you are using a a leather, the thickness of a leather is fine already. But if you are using a light leather, I would advise you put a foam just to give it structure. So now, because one side is longer than the other side, I just went ahead and folded one edge into two. Then I cut it out. Then I am now going to be using my gum to just connect it using half inches, to just serve as an extension. Okay, to just serve as an additional extension to the handle, so that it will come out one side longer than the other side. All right, so thank you guys for tuning into the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. I love you and God bless you. And if you're just tuning into the channel for the very first time, please do well to click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell, so that you get notified whenever I post in new tutorials. So this channel is all about bag making. I teach bag making, beginner friendly tutorials, well detailed tutorials. So even if you are a bag maker, or you are just new to the industry, or you are wondering, or you want to venture into the industry and you are wondering where to start from, then my channel is the right place to be. So if you are interested in fashion just like me, or you are a bag lover just like me, then this channel is for you. So click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell, so that you get notified whenever I post in new tutorials. Because on this channel we have many more amazing tutorials to come, and we have many more amazing tutorials on the channel that I know you will learn one or two from. So after I went ahead and cut it out on the fabric I'm using, I am now going to go ahead and put my zipper. All right, so I'm going to be attaching my zipper, then I am going to be top stitching it like so, like the way you are seeing it like this. This is why I'm not putting any wording on this fabric, is because the fabric is very thick, so there's no point putting a wording. All right, but if you are using an Ankara fabric or a light fabric, then you have to put a wording. If you are using a jean fabric or a chinos fabric, then you don't have to put a wording, because chinos on their own are thick. Okay, so now after you go ahead and sew your zip, you go ahead and put your runner. Make sure you are putting two runners, but I decided to just put one runner for the purpose of this tutorial. Okay, now the next thing you're going to go ahead and do is to arrange everything nicely and go and give it a stitch all round. All right, now what you're going to go ahead and do now is you are going to be measuring 2 inches downwards from your zipper. All right, then you start your stitch from there. Okay, so you give it a stitch, straight stitch this way, go this way, go this way, arrange it nicely, go this way, make sure you're bringing out the curve of the bottom, go the other way, bring out the second curve, go the other way, go the other way, go the other way, go the other way, and you still measure the same 2 inches and you give it a stitch that way. So when you're done stitching, you can reduce the excess, and you can also use your bias to tape it in order to give it a neat edges. The same way you sew it is the same way you are going to tape it in order for it to have a neat inside. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I decided not to do that, but I would advise you do that, so that it will have a neat finishing. So you go ahead and poke out your handles inside out. So please take your time right here. If you are using a leather, it might be kind of difficult, because a leather is a little bit thicker than the fabric I'm using. But as long as you take your time and take it easy, one step at a time, you would actually you know bring it out, and you can use a pointy something to just bring out the edges. So after you're done, that is like basically everything about this tutorial. The next thing you're going to go ahead and do now is to just arrange it nicely and make your knots. Okay, you make your knots, you tie it this way, make sure the tied part is on the inside. Okay, you tie it, and that is basically everything about this tutorial. It looks lovely, guys. Yes, I know, and the bag actually came out nice. So if you're looking for something simple you can add to your collection, if you're looking for something simple you can introduce to your customers, then this is one of the things you can do with your remaining scrap fabric. Okay, and this is the final look of the bag. I hope you learned one or two, guys, and I hope you give me a thumbs up and also say something nice in the comment section if you learned one or two from this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe and see you guys in my next tutorial.